Center puzzle side. Not that we haven't been here before, but you know. I have to sit up and position myself so I can actually get the keyboard, so I can actually play the room here. BS jellyfish. Yes, just jellyfish. They must take excellent care of this place because, well, jellyfish are not easy to keep alive, I don't think. Not in a tank like this. Two yellow ones and a purple one that looks like it has something in it. And of course the lid is locked. And a lion eating a black orb. Clover, stop. If someone calls SpongeBob, he might want to go jellyfishing. If he can get in there, he has to be able to get in the tank, remember. There's a hole there that we need to put something into the hole to be able to see whatever that actually is. And for once we have a screen that actually turns on. He could only slip out of the bracelet if it's funny. That's the only time. And we have this, and I cannot remember the whole... So just in case I need it, I'm writing down this. To start in the corner like it's a board game with 4 tokens in it. And number treatment pods that we can't reach through here. The treatment room door is locked. Door can only be unlocked with the correct 4-digit code. You can use the hit and blow buttons numbers to determine the correct number. For each of the numbers that is the correct number in the correct place, you get a hit. For each of the numbers that is correct number but not in the right place, you get blow. And we have 10 guesses to find the password. If we guess wrong 10 times, the code will be reset and you must start over. Not quite sure how it's supposed to work, but I can mess with it a bit. This is Mastermind, for those of you that have ever played Mastermind. So, out of those there are... So we have 4 codes. 9 is not one of the possibilities. But 1 through 8 contains 4. And it's been a long time since I've played Mastermind and I can't remember the correct strategies anymore. But so 1, 2, 7, and 8 means 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. And if we had 3, 4, 5, and 6, we know we're going to get one number correct. Well, let's see. Yeah, let's see. So 3. So 3 and 4 are not involved. And only 2 of these. So 1 and 2 are in there. Then 5 and 6, or 7 and 8. Six is 1. One, 2, 6, and 8. There we go. A little luck helps. And now we are in the treatment room itself. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Nothing else in the pod. Actually, I don't think this part will cause any Danganronpa flashbacks. Currently undergoing internal maintenance. Stand by. And a slot. Found a tiny key. And what looks to be a clock with the hands at 6 and 4, maybe? 6 and 4-ish. Maintenance complete on pod 1. Please insert activation chip. And this one has what apparently is at 7 and 3. key for us. No, no one said 11037. No one said that. A white key with bumps all over it. And nothing on the underside of that cover. Can't go any further that way, and I think we're stuck here. Yeah. A wall clock with no hands. And Clover's going to chew us out about all the things wrong with this clock. A couple of slots there. So, luckily for us, that just happened to be exactly what we needed to open up the clock. And a chip with the number 1 written on it. Gee, can't imagine what we might be able to use with that. Well, we kind of have something that looks like a memory card. But we don't have a red or green memory card there. So let's go throw the obvious activation chip and the obvious activated pod. Well, soon to be activated pod. System must be initialized. Please perform the following tests. 1. Treat vegetation. 2. Freeze vegetation. 3. Until tests are complete, pod will not function with human. 4. I haven't played Last Door. I wouldn't know about flashbacks to that, but here's the vegetation. Vegetation with a little green plastic thing sticking out of it. Not like the green leaves or anything, but you know. So let's go run the test now that we have the vegetation. Sounds more like glass than leaves. That's one memory card out of the way. Let's see, did we have to do the other test? Yeah, I guess we do. Have to find more vegetation to deal with. Some sickly vegetation. There it is. With a red card stuck in it. So I just wonder, Lady Mage, how are you going to handle it when we actually get back to a Danganronpa game? That's definitely going to cause flashbacks. And now that we have that, we're going to shove Quark in here and forget all about him later. So we put Quark in there. System's still not equipped to actually treat Radical 6. Capable of inducing cold sleep. Yeah, we don't need to make Quark brittle and crunchy, you know? Anyway. You always blame Sigma for just about everything. Seems to work out pretty well. So anyway. The beer. And now we have that. Number 4 has it at 405. That's 715, 620, 111, 405. And still can't do anything with the hands. Can't do anything with this yet either. But we can grab the stuff underneath. Four pieces for the first password. One piece for the second password. And we don't have a password. You can blame Dio, but he has a way of finding scapegoats. Blame Sigma. It's much easier. It's 4 pieces for the first password, 1 piece for the second. Sadly, we really don't have any. Well, we kind of do. We should have all the things we need to solve this. So let's see. If I can remember all the things here. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. If we go by this, H means hours, M means minutes. You start at the T. And I've got to remember if you count the T as the first space or not. Either way. But we have 4 game pieces here. And the first piece, we got the clock with 7:15 on it. So with hours, you would go, if you start here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then minutes would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then number 2 over here with 6:20. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I have to count the T. I think we have to count the T. Okay. Did I count the T version? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Unless I'm doing this wrong. Going to do the rest of these in my head, so I'm not 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 all the time. Unless I'm supposed to go minutes first. Probably supposed to go minutes first. I think that's what I'm doing wrong here. So I know I'm not getting any of the right numbers. Getting any of the right letters. So. Yeah, that's how we do it. P. Okay. Now, if you remember, number 3 pod had 111 on it. P-A-G-T. That doesn't seem right. So yeah, that was not the right answer. However, there is one thing we have not done yet. And this was what annoyed me the first time I played this game. We have to bother the jellyfish. Jellyfish did nothing wrong. Why are we annoying them? Because we have to. Boiling water. Okay. So we have to play a game here. It's actually easy. Gotta grab it jelly fast. But these are fake jellyfish, not real. And you want to name it Ellen. And now we have a little circular tile. Gee, can't imagine where we could use a circular tile anywhere in here. Except right here, maybe. And by putting that tile in there, Ellen's not real. It's a fake jellyfish. We have a laser. And the laser is pointing at the door above number 3 there, or the wall right above the 3rd pod. So by doing that, instead of saying 111, now that says 0015. Yeah, this annoyed me a whole lot the first time. The very first time I played this. This little bit right here that I'd forgotten about when I got to all the the achievement pods and such. Yeah, that turned out to be way more important than thought, you know? Kind of annoying. Plus, we have to break the jellyfish toy. Go figure. So with 0 and 15, that changes our G to an S, and suddenly we have the password past, which is an actual word, which is something this game really likes to do. And that's if you use 4 different pieces for the first one. For the second one, we only use 1 piece. Instead of starting over each time, we just continue where we left off. So, we're going to get the first one the same. 7. So then 20. I miscounted, didn't I? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's an O. U. R. So our 2 passwords for that tablet are past and poor. And that gets us this password. Work with me here. Okay. And now we can focus on getting out of here. And promptly allying with Quark in the next round. However, what do we have waiting for us in here? We have the injection gun. Neostigmine. Yeah, she'll only betray you the first chance she gets, you know. That's as bad as she gets. Uh-huh. Something that needs needs to go away. But he ain't voting anytime soon. No, that is not what I said. It needs to go away. I know it rhymes, but it needs to go away. And we get the updated AB game rules about how at least one person from every group of 3 has to vote. Or if, you know. As far as I'm concerned, the map can look at itself and find a route far, far away from me. I never said that. I said nothing like that. I said go away to the map.
An ambidex gate has been 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
What the hell?
Somebody else must have opened one of the AB rooms.
Why would they do that? Whatever. We should be heading back anyway.
Wait!
Clover's voice stopped me. What is it? I turned to see her pointing towards the wall with the treatment pods.
The screen, it changed.
What?
The screen on the pod's monitor thingy.
Oh yeah. It says recent operational records. I stepped closer and began to read. What it said was interesting. Currently treating one subject. That one subject had to be Quark. This was the pod we'd put him into, after all. I read on. 7:48, one subject released. 8:06, one subject successfully restored. 8:16, cold sleep mode disengaged. Beginning restoration of one subject. All prior records have been erased. Authorization admin. I checked the other pods. They were all the same. What is all this?
I think it's saying that about 8 hours ago, somebody in this pod woke up from cold sleep. Well, 3 people actually. 1 for each pod. They all say the same thing, see?
That's before we all woke up, huh? I mean, it hadn't been 8 hours yet.
Yeah.
So the 3 pod people could be the 3 of us. They could have been captured earlier. Don't know how much earlier. Then they were thawed out 8 hours ago and carried into the AB rooms.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. I really don't think there'd be anyone else in here besides the 9 of us. Well, I guess it's actually the 10 of us, huh?
Yeah. If you count the old woman we found then, it would be 10, wouldn't it? So who were the 3 pod people?
Don't ask me. How am I supposed to know that? All it says is subject. A, that's creepy. B, it doesn't tell us anything about who they might have been.
It doesn't say when they were put into cold sleep either.
And this bit, where it says, all prior records have been erased. Authorization admin. That seems pretty suspicious to me.
I wonder why they wouldn't just write the time, though.
What?
Well, you said it yourself. The log says 8 hours ago, not like 9:15 a.m. Those minus signs have to mean this far in the past. Who would ever write the time like that?
Yeah, that is weird.
Maybe Zero Senior doesn't want us to know what the actual time is.
Why not?
Hell if I know. Speaking of things I don't know, why did this stuff suddenly show up? Seems like whatever it was that triggered this activated as soon as we'd opened the door to leave.
Wouldn't that mean Zero Senior set it up to work that way?
Yeah, but why? That's what I'm asking. What reason would he have to do that?
Maybe he wanted us to see the records.
Perhaps, but he deleted a bunch of the data. Why?
Could it all be a trick?
A trick?
All of these records are fake. Zero Senior just set it up to mess with us.
So you're saying this was just a joke?
Well, I can't say for sure, but it seems possible. Right?
No, it doesn't make sense.
Well, let's ask somebody else. Maybe they can think of something.
Yeah, you're right. The AB gates have opened. We need to be heading back to the warehouse anyway.
Yeah, and we need to tell everyone what happened with Quark.
We double-checked that Quark was alright in his pod, then hurried out of the treatment center. Is this another warehouse?
It looks just like the other one. Hey, could you show me that map?
Reluctantly.
Yeah, I thought so. This one is right under the floor A warehouse.
Huh, so it is.
Oh, are those?
Those doors are white.
And there are 3 of them.
Okay, let's go take a closer look.
I knew it. These are chromatic doors. See? They've got a little box right next to them, just like the others.
So these are the 3rd round chromatic doors, huh? I guess we'll be coming back here pretty soon.
Yeah. Well, we might not have to.
What do you mean?
We both have 6 BP right now.
Yeah, that's true. So?
We're a pair, right?
Yeah.
And who's our opponent?
Quark.
Exactly. But he's in the pod right now, so...
If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
And yes,
Results
Clover
will be
is
displayed
suggesting
in
exactly
the
what you
warehouse.
think she's about to suggest. You aren't saying we should pick Betray, are you?
Weren't you planning to? I thought that was why you were okay with option C when we were making the groups.
No, that's not... I thought that with Quark's condition, I'd be able to choose Ally and not worried about getting betrayed.
Oh, come on. You don't need to lie to me. We're partners. That means we share the same destiny. So let's not hide anything from each other, okay?
I'm not hiding anything.
Wait, you're serious? You were really going to pick Ally? Whoa, hold on a second there. We might not get another chance like this. Let's say we ally and get up to 8 points. We don't know if we'll be able to get any points next round. For all we know, there might not even be a next round. There are 3 other people with 6 BP, right? Dio, Kay, and Phi. What do you think's going to happen if one of them gets 9 points this round?
That's not gonna happen.
Why not?
Phi and Luna are playing against Tenmyoji. He's only got 1 BP left, though. I really don't think they'd pick Betray. If Tenmyoji picked Ally, they'd kill him. Same goes for Dio. He's playing against Alice and Kay, and Alice's BP.
No! Don't even think about that!
I agree. But her BP is the same as Tenmyoji, so unless Dio's willing to kill someone, he won't be able to get his BP to 9.
Then Alice has to vote Betray.
Yeah, that is generally the best defensive choice.
But if Dio chooses Ally, then Kay would have 9 BP.
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, it's just like I said then. If Kay gets 9 BP, then there won't be a third AB game.
No, that's not necessarily the case.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
Nope. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on!
So you think that Kay will stay here, even if he gets enough points to leave?
I don't know, but it's possible.
No, it's not!
Well, we can think about how we're going to vote later. For now, we need to get back to the others. There's a couple things I've got to do when we get back.
Fine.
Okay, back to floor A then. Let's move. I turned and headed for the exit. After a few moments, I heard Clover's footsteps following behind me. You guys want to get Betray over with this time? We gotta actually get to the vote first. But if you want to preemptively vote for Betrayal... I mean, we know a vote's coming up, so if you want to vote, go ahead and vote now. And I will do the thing when we get to the thing.
Clover.
Oh, thank goodness you're back.
Yep.
Are we the last ones?
Yes.
Hey, where's Quark?
Tenmyoji's expression was furious, and from the way he was stomping towards me, I felt like I only had a few seconds before I was on the ground with his hands around my neck. I explained what had happened with Quark and the pods as quickly as I could.
So are these pod things really safe?
Probably.
Probably?
No, they're definitely safe. He's fine.
Well, are they safe or aren't they? Look, I'm just worried about him, all right? Can you take me to this treatment center, Clover?
Don't
worry. We've still got 20 minutes left. Plenty of time to go have a look and come back.
Okay. Come on then.
As soon as she finished, she was off. Tenmyoji followed at her heels, and in the blink of an eye, they were gone out of the magenta door. Alright, you guys got some splaining to do.
I beg your pardon?
You opened the AB gates before Clover and I got back, didn't you? I want to know why the hell you'd go and do something like that.
Sigma, take a look.
As she spoke, Phi gestured toward the line of AB rooms. Only one was open.
It's not like we opened them all up.
So you're saying only one person or one pair jumped the gun here?
Yes.
Well then, who was it?
I opened it.
So it was you. Figured as much.
It's not really a big deal, okay? I mean, you came right back.
Yes, Dio. Yes, it is a big deal.
Why? If you hadn't made it back by the deadline, you'd have just defaulted to ally.
No, not just. Are you telling me you didn't know? Didn't you find one of these notes?
What?
We found this in the treatment center.
There was no such thing in the pressure exchange chamber.
I didn't see one in the pantry either.
Huh. Well, whatever. You should probably read it, though.
Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not a option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote.
You get it now? If we hadn't gotten back in time, Clover, Quark, and I could have died. And you just...
All right, I get it. Sorry. Cut me some slack, though, man. I didn't know.
So you wouldn't have opened the gate if you did?
Of course I wouldn't have. What the hell, bro?
Bro.
You said the room you went into was a treatment center, right?
Yep.
If they treat people there, I'd think they'd have shelves of medicine and stuff. Did you find any Accelavir?
Nah. It's not really that kind of place. It just had those pods, and that was it. Also some fake jellyfish. With ceramic tiles in them, it's weird. Besides, if we found anything to cure Radical 6, we wouldn't put Quark in the pod.
I see. Can the pod cure Radical 6?
Nah, unfortunately.
How do you know that?
Oh. Well, it said so on the screen next to the pods. Something about how it can provide relief from the symptoms, but can't actually cure the disease. It's better than nothing, though. Oh, right. There's one more thing about the pods I should tell you. As quick as I could, I explained what the records had said about the pod's occupants and their cold sleep.
Cold sleep?
Are you suggesting that 3 of us were, until recently, cryogenically frozen?
If you can trust what we read, yeah.
Which of us are the pod people, then?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It didn't say who they were or even when they were frozen.
So this cold sleep, that means they basically froze the body solid, right? Not like how a bear or something hibernates where it just slows way down.
Yeah, I think so.
So what would happen to the heart?
What?
Wouldn't it stop when you were put into a cold sleep?
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
Oh! So if we go into cold sleep, our bracelets would come off.
Then we can just defrost ourselves right away.
You said there were 3 pods, right?
We'd only need to do it 3 times for the 9 of us.
Uh-huh.
I imagine that will work for you, but perhaps not so much for me.
The armor.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll figure something out. We should go have a look at any rate. We'll be able to come up with a plan once we know more.
Of course.
What? What do you mean the cold sleep function doesn't work?
I'm sorry.
You don't have anything to apologize for, Luna. Zero Senior must have just locked it down.
But when Clover and I were here, it worked.
Yeah, I remember checking it.
Then that bastard set this up. Oh, that's low.
It is not pleasant, but consider this. We have seen how thorough Zero is. Would he really have left such an obvious loophole?
Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. If Zero Jr. heard me, he could have shut it off.
Whatever the case, it is an unfortunate outcome.
Unfortunate? Really? You sure? Aren't you just a little bit relieved? After all, We were gonna get our bracelets off while you were stuck with yours.
How could you say that? I would never be so petty as...
Before Kate could finish, the announcer's voice echoed through the facility.
10 minutes remain until Amberdeck's game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Time's running out. We should get back, guys.
I'm staying here. I can't leave Quark.
Are you nuts, old man? You're a solo. Luna and Phi could kill you.
Yeah, I know. I've only got one BP.
Exactly. If you don't vote, you'll default to ally. All they have to do is pick betray.
We won't. You staying here won't change our vote.
Right. We always intended to choose ally. Tenmyoji staying here is just another reason for us to stick to that plan.
Luna has the same number of BP as you, Tenmyoji. Normally, the safe plan would be to choose Betray. Since you will be unable to betray them, then Phi and Luna can choose to ally without worrying about their own points.
Yes.
Well, there you go. I trust Phi and Luna. I'm sure they'll choose ally.
Sounds good. Okay then, Tenmyoji, you take care of Quark.
You think I need you to tell me that?
Honey, I think you said that before.
I won't take my eyes off him for a minute.
Maybe not that.
Come on. We don't have much time left. We need to go.
Back at the Flore warehouse, we open the AB rooms.
Four minutes remain until Amberdeck's game polling closes.
Alright, Clover. We should probably head in too.
Okay. Sigma, do you remember what I said back in the other warehouse?
Yeah. You told me we should betray Quark since we might not get another chance like this. Right?
Yeah. Can I, take that back?
Huh?
I changed my mind a little bit after talking to Tenmyoji. I think we should choose ally.
Hey, that's more than just a little bit. That's like someone trading in a Shih Tzu for a German Shepherd. What the hell happened with you two? Did he say something to you?
I can't tell you.
What? Why?
I just can't. You'd laugh if I did anyway.
I won't laugh.
Really?
Promise.
Well, I still can't tell you.
Hey, come on.
I promised. I told Tenmyoji I wouldn't tell anybody.
Alright, fine. I won't ask about it again. But Tenmyoji doesn't really have anything to do with this, right? Our opponent is Quark.
No, he does matter. Quark is really important to Tenmyoji. If we betray Quark, we're betraying Tenmyoji.
I'm good with that.
Come on, don't you remember? When we were going into the red, blue, and green doors, Tenmyoji said something.
I didn't say there wasn't anyone I trusted. There's one person, Clover. I just know that you'll keep him safe.
I can't betray somebody who'd say that about me.
You seem pretty ready to betray him back on floor B.
That's because I didn't know who he was.
Oh, so you're saying you know who Tenmyoji really is?
Well, if what he told me was true, yeah.
1 minute remains until Amberdeck's game polling closes.
Please, choose ally.
You're not going to try and vote yourself?
If I try, you'll just throw me off, right?
Yeah, probably.
I don't think I'm strong enough to fight you. So,
Alright. With that, I turned to face the voting machine. The question was, what would I do? Ally or betray? Just as Clover had said, betraying Quark was like betraying Tenmyoji. That wasn't even taking into consideration that Quark was just a kid. And he was infected with a deadly disease that would almost certainly kill him if we didn't do something. How could I betray someone like that? Only a monster would take advantage of a helpless child for their own gain. On the other hand, what Clover had said in the warehouse on floor B was true. It was unlikely that I'd get a chance like this again. If I chose betray, then I'd have 9 BP. I'd be able to escape this godforsaken hellhole.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
So what would my choice be? What would I do? Ally or betray? I chose...
3, 2, 1.
Oh, I'd say it's definitely time to vote, one way or the other. I've only got one vote, and it's for betrayal. So which one do we want to see? Looks like I'm only going to get the one vote. Oh, let's betray the kid. We're just being contrarian all up in this place.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Because Sigma
What did
is a
you
jerk.
choose, Sigma?
You didn't see me push the button?
No.
Huh. Well, you'll know in a moment. What do you want to do after that? What you want to do after that is up to you. You can come with me if you want, or you can stay here. Your choice.
That's as good as saying you chose betray.
Heh. I grinned and headed towards the display. Instead of being smart about this and heading straight to the number 9 door,
Results from round 2
I walk over to the
of
display,
Ambidex
so
game
I'm in the
will
middle
now
of the group.
be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
As expected.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
What did you do, Clover?
Sorry. It wasn't me.
Sigma, huh?
Yeah.
Care to explain this, then?
What's there to explain? It's exactly what it looks like. I'm getting out of here.
What?
Are you going with him, Clover?
When they all turned to look at Clover, I made my move. My feet pounded across the metal floor of the warehouse as I ran for the number 9 door.
Hey, wait!
He'd have to do better than shout if he wanted to stop me. It was closer. I was almost there. I took one last running leap and slammed into the wall, the unlocking device right in front of me. With a yell of triumph, I threw the lever down. The door began to open. A heavy metallic grinding noise filled the room.
Shit. That son of a bitch actually did it?
His voice sounded almost surprised. I turned to face him. Sorry, but it looks like this is goodbye.
Sigma,
Don't worry. I'll go to the police as soon as I get out and come back with help. I'm not gonna just leave you all here to die.
Don't give me that shit. I know a liar when I see one.
Really? Maybe you should get your eyes checked.
Are you guys just gonna let him run off like this?
No way. I can't allow that. He took advantage of a sick kid. He's just a coward.
agreed.
I also agree.
That's it then. Let's get him. Ready?
Yeah.
He's toast.
Just leave it to us.
So, pretty much everybody decides we gotta die now. Hey now, don't do anything you'll regret. This door only opens once, you know. If you stop me...
Give it
then-
up! Charge!
Shit! I spun back around to face the door. There it was, right in front of me. Freedom. I leapt for it, or at least I tried. It happened in the blink of an eye. Suddenly, my cheek was being pressed against the cold steel floor of the warehouse.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Shit! Let me go! Let go of me, goddammit! I could feel something huge, heavy, and metal pressed against my back. Kay had to be holding me down. I flailed and kicked, but it didn't do any good. What are you doing? You're just killing yourselves! The door only opens once. If I don't...
I know. Go, Clover.
Huh?
You're the only one of us with 9 BP. Nobody else can get out.
But
This is an order from your commanding officer. You are to escape from this facility. Once you've accomplished that, call for help.
that's...
Stop complaining and go. If that door closes, it's all over. None of us will get out of here alive. Leave!
The door had already begun to close. The space was narrowing quickly, but was still wide enough for a single person to make it through.
Fine. You didn't leave me much choice.
I couldn't see what had happened, but I heard enough to guess. Alice had shoved Clover through the door. Looking up, I could see Clover's feet just beyond the doorway.
Alice!
Go! Call for help! I'm counting on you!
Alice! No! I can't!
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your... As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
So, what do you know? Betraying the sick kid did not go well for us. Who'da thunk it?